You know that feeling you get when you find a new bit of kit which is just perfect. Value for money, quality and functionality. That's what I've got here today. The Hultafors OK4 Outdoors knife. Hultafors' entrance into the budget bushcraft knife market. The knife has got a total length of 210mm. The blade length is 95mm. It's got a Rockwell hardness of 58 to 60. The blade is electrophoretic deposition coating, EPD, to make it rust proof, because it is a carbon steel blade made out of Japanese knife steel, is a description from the homepage of Hultafors. The handle is made out of PP plastic with a rubberized, grippy, soft rubber, not very soft, slightly soft, grippy handle. It has a 3mm spine, which is sharpened, and it has a scale on it which runs 2 inches from the tip, or 50mm. I'm showing you this now after I've been using it, testing it, so the blade is a bit scuffed up. This is not how you get it when you purchase it new, of course. Let's talk a little bit of the context of this Hultafors Outdoors knife. You see here at the bottom you've got the bog standard, the standard Hultafors tradesman's knife, which is going for around $4 or $5 or $3 even. You can get it so cheap. And I think this is probably the most popular, the most used knife amongst tradesmen in Sweden. I probably see 4 out of 5 guys with a knife on their belt who've got one of these edge handled knives. And at the top I've included the Mora Black, a Bushcraft Black, which I think is probably the most popular, or at least up there as one of the most popular budget bushcraft knives in the world. And this one is currently going for around $40. It varies greatly in price, and it's come down a lot lately, but say this is about $40, $5. And you've got in the middle here this new Hultafors outdoor knife, and I think you can see, well, at least it's my opinion, that Hultafors are trying to get into this budget bushcraft game. The price point on the Hultafors, $25. You can see it's got a smaller, a shorter blade. As far as I'm concerned, Hultafors knives are at least the equal of the quality of Mora, if not greater in my experience. It comes with a modified standard Hultafors plastic sheath, a drainage hole, thumb ramp, and it also has the standard button attachment for your working trousers. But they've added on this webbing belt loop, which is attached here with a button and with elastic here, and to give it a little bit of a bushcraft feel, they've also included an elasticated loop for a ferrocerium rod. Retention, excellent. Rides very nicely on the belt and comes with a very large webbing loop. This is how I like to cut my squares for fire starting from downed birch trees, and also shows you some of the sharpness of the blade cutting through the birch bark. That's a nice square birch, perfect for putting in your fire kit for fire starting. Let's test its ability to throw a shower of sparks and make a fire. I'll fluff up that piece of birch that I shaved off earlier. The basic format of this Hultafors Outdoors knife is very similar to the other Hultafors tradesman's knives. So you get a very good comfortable handle, and this has got a rubberized texture, grippy handle, which so far makes it very comfortable in the hand. What I like about Hultafors is they provide, their knives, they give this large bevel on the finger guard. This might not be immediate apparent, but this is actually a very useful feature of the knife. When you're carving, it gives you a guideline, so you can keep a very straight guide when you're carving wood. It's actually quite difficult for me to explain in words what I mean by this, but when you get it in your hand and you start to carve wood with it, let me answer the phone. What I'm getting at is that bevel gives you a structure on the knife that gives you a very stable platform when you're carving. Also means you get full access to the entire length of the blade for carving. A popular test of knife quality on YouTube is batoning through wood like this. But I'm of the school of thought that there's a proper tool for every job. And everybody knows that you should split wood with either an hatchet or an axe, and never deviate from that philosophy. So I'm not going to. I think this poor knife's had enough. Let's put it out of its misery. Spine. The spine is looking good, virtually untouched. The edge. Let's get some paper and see. The tip, where I was smashing it with the axe, not unsurprisingly, I've managed to flan it off, but I'll fix it up. Let's get a piece of paper and see if it's still sharp. We'll see if it's still got the ability to carve wood after that hard use test. Pulling off chips nicely. The Hultafors OK4 Outdoors knife. As far as I'm concerned, an absolute pocket battleship, value for money, form, function, perfect, quality, perfect, a tool that won't let you down in any conditions whatsoever. The spine for starting fires, great. The sheath, great. For $25, I really am very, very happy with this, my new knife. Yes, I did do some stupid stuff there, batoning through that big log. I wanted to do something really hard testing on it, because I know I've had Hultafors for many years. I know they're pocket battleships, and I know you can't damage them. The only real damage, very slightly damaged tip, which I'll fix with a file, no problem whatsoever. Still sharp. Okay, thanks for watching the video, guys. I appreciate you dropping by. If you're a subscriber, I thank you very much for being subscribed. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing, because I come out with a new video every week about the outdoors, bushcraft, gear reviews. And if you are subscribed, I'll see you next time.